Welcome, folks. This is Nerd Report. My name is Lewis. We have a little bit of a few updates and some discussion to go over in regards to the Austin Metcalf, Karmelo Anthony situation. We've been covering that, not as intense as a lot of other people have been and everything, but we got some discussion here to go, and especially because this thing is just bizarre. The bizarre one bizarre aspect of it is the swatting and the doxing that's been happening to both families. But the one that's really getting me to this video is the father, or I believe it's Jeff Metcalf, right? He's been swatted 3 or 4 times already. And, you know, what's up, cops? You guys can't communicate with each other and tell each other that, yo, this address is hot. This address is getting a lot of fake calls. What is going on? Folks, what's up, Jalissa? People coming on in here. If you got notified, let me know in the comments, please. I could go over with you what a swatting is and what a doxing is. Some people don't know what that is. It's a little weird, but law enforcement should know what the hell that is. Okay, so if you don't know much about this case, it's basically, you know, 2 high school students met at a track and field meet. They weren't there to meet each other, but I mean, they were part of a rival team, right? And it appears that somewhere in there, Karmelo Anthony went to the side of the school, or the other side of the team, where like he wasn't supposed to be there. I mean, I don't know if he wasn't supposed to be there, he can't be there, or was just a fan tent. All right, that's still a little bit unclear. That's why I'm very careful to see where I judge things right now until we get all the facts. There's a lot of people assuming shit right now. There's a lot of fake news out there, so it's difficult, especially if you have a podcast like me. You got to be careful about what you say, because then your credibility will be destroyed. And I can't use more of that, man. That's like way too much. But anywho, somewhere Karmelo Anthony went to the other side, the rival school's side. This kid, Austin Metcalf, asked him to leave, and it ended up with Karmelo Anthony allegedly stabbing Austin Metcalf. And is it allegedly? Probably not, because I think he admitted to doing it, but he's saying it's self-defense. So we don't know if it's self-defense, but does that even matter? Is there a scenario? Is that a scenario? That's right. Swatters are cowards. Thanks for coming on in here. Is there a scenario where you could use that kind of force? Not really, but then we're talking about these 2 are not even adults. So anyways, number 1, what is doxing? Do you guys know what doxing is? You guys know what doxing is? Let me know in the comments. Doxing is pretty much when your information is put out there. Okay? Your information, where you live, maybe what you drive, is put out there, and usually it's done to people who are kind of popular, like kind of like an intimidation move. You know, we're gonna put your address out there, right? That is what doxing is. Okay, is it illegal? I don't know. I don't think so. But I don't know. I don't know. I know the judge that lowered the bond for Karmelo was doxed, meaning her information was put out there. I know the Anthony family also was doxed, I guess. They're saying they were. And Jeff was also doxed. So, and then maybe even the mom of Austin's mom, who is not really, I guess they're not really living together. The mom, Metcalf family, like they're separated. So that's different. Okay. So we got doxing out of the way. All right. Thanks for being here, everyone. What's up, D-Nice? we got the doxing out of the way. You guys know what doxing is? If you guys just got here, let the people coming in know what it is. Doxing is basically putting people's information out there, without them wanting to usually. And it's usually to people that are popular. So it's a way of intimidation. Again, I don't know if it's illegal. Maybe it is state by state. Now, here comes the very dangerous thing. That's swatting. Okay, so swatting and doxing are different. Swatting, from what I understand, and I think this is 100% true, okay? It's when you call authorities like the cops and claim something real bad is happening at a certain address. And the cops come in precautious with the weapons drawn, usually. Knocking, they come in with full force, but they have the weapons drawn. Okay? This is what has happened to Jeff Metcalf a few times already. And it's cowardly, like someone said right there, right? Someone said it's cowardly. I do believe it is cowardly. But what's crazier to me is that it happens several times to one address. The same cops are called, and the cops can't communicate with each other and say, if you get a call from this address, please do not come in with tanks and nuclear weapons because it may be a false call. I experienced this in LA. They do not communicate with each other. Let's see what we got here. Doxing is posting someone's personal information and real name, home address. Yes, that's what it is. But swatting is telling the police that there's some nefarious stuff happening, and then the cops come in there, and imagine it's the middle of the night, and you hear pa pa pa, right? You don't know who it is. It could be someone trying to rob you, and then you try to defend yourself against a SWAT team. They're gonna blow you away, man. So it's almost like attempted M. It's attempted M. It's it's a very dangerous thing to get doxed. Is it dangerous? I mean, sorry, swatted. But is it dangerous to get doxed? Hell yeah. But swatted is worse. But what's worse than this, and then if you see my cover, I have the Police Academy crew. You guys watch Police Academy where the cops are goofy and dumb? How do you not, police officers, how do you not communicate among your districts and say, hey man, this place is hot. Don't come in hot to this guy's address. How do you do that? Yeah, Officer Mahoney. How do you not do that? Did you guys get all notified? Let me know in the comments, folks. Did you guys notified? Also, let me know what country, city, or state you're watching from. This topic right here, I don't know, man. I don't know. YouTube doesn't want me to talk about it, bro. And you guys need to help me share it and stuff like that. I don't know if I could continue covering this. I gotta say, when I search the word Karmelo Anthony on Google, it doesn't even show up. It's weird, man. It's weird. Right? Doesn't even show up. Here's a tweet by Jeff Metcalf. I don't know if it's a tweet, or what, but this lady, Sarah Fields or whatever, as opposed to, she's getting actually some heat from Karmelo Anthony's people. What's up, Melissa? And Tammy? Unbelievable. Another swatting call to the police tonight. Shh. Come talk to me, man. Come talk to me man to man, face to face. I will not back down or move. Kick the behemoths and see what happens. What? Oh, kick the beehive. Sorry. Listen. He's pissed. And I would be too. But the cops are coming in the middle of the night with their weapons drawn? What is going on, right, Ann? Ann, what's going on here, man? John, what's going on? Who else? Saban, what is going on? Okay. But so he's been not doxxed. Well, I guess he's been doxxed, but he's been swatted. That is actually worse. And what's worse is that it's done multiple times. And the police, the city, doesn't know how to put a little like yellow sticker on the house warning. He doesn't let, you know, they don't put a yellow sticker like, hey man, if you get a call from this is probably a false call. They probably come in there with all their weapons drawn. It's crazy. Let's see this. Can you guys hear this?
Alleged doxing of a judge in the...
Here's the judge getting doxed here. Did you guys hear this?
Sheriff's office is investigating an alleged doxing of a judge in the deadly Frisco stabbing.
Alleged. Now, they're doxing the judge. They're not swatting her. And this is the judge that lowered the bond, which is normal, but people are upset. So let's check this out.
The Collin County Sheriff's Office is investigating an alleged doxing of a judge.
But is it even illegal to dox? Swatting, yeah, but I don't know.
Is investigating an alleged doxing of a judge in the deadly Frisco stabbing case. There's been a lot of racial tension on social media since the murder of Austin Metcalf. The 17-year-old suspect, Karmelo Anthony, was released on house arrest with a reduced bond. Investigators are now looking at reports that a judge who reduced that bond was targeted online. Fox 4 Stephen Dial is in studio with more on that. Stephen.
So they're going after the judge by a false call, and they don't have a way to trace the calls, bro. Like, is it that whack?
Steve dox.
Something tells me that if I call, if I dox someone, something tells me that they would be able to find me easily. How do these people get away with it? And how do they not have equipment to find out who did it? This is, by the way, I'm even having trouble here because this is doxing. Doxing is putting the information out there. Swatting is when you call. So maybe it's just somebody put it on the internet. Let's see.
Doxing is when someone publishes a person's private information, like their home address, with malicious intent. The judge who reduced Karmelo Anthony's bond is now allegedly having that happen to her. Judge Angela Tucker recently reduced bond for 17-year-old murder suspect Karmelo Anthony. Anthony's bond was originally set at $1 million, and Tucker reduced it, saying that the bond was set too high for a person with no criminal history.
Okay, look, I don't know, man. I think they do reduce the bond. They do reduce the bail that much usually. It is a lot. What is it, like more than 20%? I don't know. I think that's. Does she have an intent to do it more because of the skin color? I don't know. I don't know her. Maybe.
Austin Metcalf was stabbed in the chest during a dispute over bleacher seating at a track meet on April 2nd. The crime has made national news, and the topic has become a racially tense subject. Collin County investigators,
which is stupid,
told us court and staff concerned and citizens reported that people are posting the judge's address on social media. Collin County is working with the FBI to monitor any concerning rhetoric or propaganda that could incite violence. I talked to a former Dallas.
Now, they say, here's the address. Do something bad, then you're in trouble. But I don't know about putting the address up if that's just.
Dallas County Assistant District Attorney Russell Wilson about this case.
Certain information is publicly available, but judges, individuals in law enforcement do have a statute that allows them to remove some of their information from being publicly available. And so publication of that information with the intent to cause harm or for
they have to prove intent.
them to get a threat is a crime in Texas.
Is that kind of
Holy shit, it's Kim's here? What's going on? Awesome. Awesome. It's Kim Raid. What is up? What was she reporting on? What's up? It's Kim. It's Kim. It's Kim. It's Kim. If you want to come on in here, let me know in the comments if you're here. Well, welcome. It's Kim. Thank you. Thank you for the raid. Man, I needed that raid, man. It's been an awful month, man. But thank you. It's Kim. Love your reporting. You've been doing. Let me see what was over there today. You guys, she's been doing some really good stuff, man. I don't even touch the Blake Lively stuff because it's like, I mean, why? You got it's Kim's covering it is it's better than what I could do. So I mean, she's way ahead of it. So
this is Kimet's
let me see right here. Let me see where she's at. But yeah, we're covering this. If you just got in here, I can't even find the channel. We'll check that later. But yeah, check out It's Kim, folks. Is she in here? Thanks for the raid. It's Kim. Canada in the house. Much love. Press that one if you're coming from there. What are we covering, man? We're covering the doxing. All right. Quick recap. Karmelo Anthony, Austin Metcalf met up at a track meet. Okay. They met up at a track meet. They didn't plan to meet up, but there was two schools. They were rival schools, and Karmelo Anthony ended up in the wrong side in a tent that was the rival teams. Apparently, Austin Metcalf asked him to leave. There was an altercation. A knife was pulled out, and Austin Metcalf's not with us anymore. And Karmelo Anthony is claiming self-defense. All right, he's claiming self-defense, and a lot of people are using the race card. There's a lot of fake news out there. There's a lot of AI being used. AI is really difficult, folks. If you, this is not a. You guys have been following it, right? You guys have been following it. Right now, we're talking about the dad being swatted, But, folks, do me a favor. Double, triple check your internet information. The stuff you see out there is probably not true. Just assume it's not true, man. All right? There's a lot of fake news. Double check me. Every time we go on, even it's Kim that we tell you to do your own research. What's true right now may not be true in 2 minutes, right? We get tricked. I get tricked by stuff I see. I go, what the hell's going on here? And then it's fake news, right? So assume everything is fake, right? So with this news, there's a lot of fakery. The dad of the victim has been doxxed 3 times. I think maybe even 4, but I haven't checked on that, all right? What is doxxed? Well, no, this swatted is when you call the cops and say, dude, you give them the address of a person, this time Jeff Metcalf's, and you say, there's some stuff going on there. There's some evil stuff going on. And there may be someone in trouble. The cops come in full force to stop a crime. And I'm here complaining, how do the police not inform themselves? And like say, hey man, this guy's being swatted. He's not doing anything wrong. He's gone to social media. He goes, unbelievable. This is the dad. Unbelievable. Another swatting call to the police tonight. And he's getting pissed. Come talk to me man to man, face to face. I will not back down or move. Kick the beehive. Kick the beehive and see what happens. Wow. I just noticed something. Are you following this case? Hit that 1. Hit that 1 in the comments. Are you following this case? By the way, Emily, thank you so much for that 5 gifted memberships. Emily, hearts for Emily. If you guys want to support the channel, you could gift memberships, do super chat, super sticker for $1. If everyone here sends us $1, I would be great, man. I could pay today's light bill. All right. So listen, do you see something in this tweet? The dad says, "Come at me face to face. I will not back down or move. Kick the beehive and see what happens." Isn't that what allegedly Karmelo Anthony told his son Austin? That's what they're saying. Allegedly, he told them to move from the area and he said, "Touch me and see what happens." So the dad's being a little bit more aggressive. Now, the main reason this video, you're looking at the thumbnail and you're like, why is the police academy crew in the thumbnail? Am I making fun of the dad? No, I'm not. I'm making fun of the cops, because how the hell do you allow a swatting of a place 3 times without informing the station? And this is a smaller town probably, man. It's like, dude, if this location gets a call, it's probably a false flag. Is that weird? Folks, press 1 if you agree with me. They literally do not talk to each other. They get a call, they go, break down the windows maybe, break down the door. Yo, this is the police. Open up at 1 o'clock. What if the dad would have pulled something to defend himself? He doesn't know if it's a robbery, right, Jupiter? Right, Tammy? Right, Emily? Wendy? What are your thoughts? Carissa? He doesn't know. Someone could die. Exactly. By the way, Emily, hearts for you again in the comments for the support. So here now we're getting information here about the judge. The judge was doxed. Now doxing is different. Doxing is where you put the information out there. All right, but let's see.
Collin County Sheriff's Office is investigating an alleged doxing of a judge in the deadly Frisco stabbing case. There's been a lot of racial tension on social media since the murder of Austin Metcalf. The 17-year-old suspect, Karmelo Anthony, was released on house arrest with a reduced bond. Investigators are now looking at reports that a judge who reduced that bond was targeted online. Fox 4 Stephen Dial is in studio with more on that. Stephen.
Steve, doxing is when someone publishes a person's private information, like their home address, with malicious intent.
All right, so I don't know if the doxing is illegal, but malicious intent is. So it would be up to the FBI, I guess, to prove like that there was malicious intent there.
The judge who reduced Karmelo Anthony's bond is now allegedly having that happen to her. Judge Angela Tucker recently reduced bond for 17-year-old murder suspect Karmelo Anthony. Anthony's bond was originally set at $1 million, and Tucker reduced it, saying that the bond was set too high for a person with no criminal history. Austin Metcalf was stabbed in the chest during a dispute over bleacher seating at a track meet on April 2nd.
Look, man, I've seen bonds reduced to like 25% of what they ask for initially. They ask for $1 million, it's 200,000. I know it's upsetting because right now, the way I look at it, there is no excuse for the excessive force used against Austin. There's no excuse for it, man. And like a lot of reports are coming out saying that Austin has an uphill, that Karmelo has an uphill battle with the self-defense plea. Yeah, in my opinion, it looks like he does. It's like the saying says, you don't bring a knife to a fist fight. So I don't know. That's what it looks like. Again, I haven't seen the video. The trial hasn't started. There's a lot of shady characters involved that have an interest there's an interest to lie. People are capitalizing off the division in our country, man. It's an awful situation. I'm sure the dad just wants to be left to be able to mourn the loss of his son. Yeah, exactly. It's ridiculous. Right? The whole thing is kind of like almost ridiculous, like a nightmare scenario. Imagine if it happened to you, man. He's getting swatted. And then the cops are acting dumb. Like, bro, you can't have a meeting and say this guy is getting swatted. And it's not, again, SWATTED is when you call up the authorities and say somebody's being held against their will or something. And like, you could die, man. Right, Lisa Boo? Right, Matthew? So it's awful.
Bleacher seating at a track meet on April 2nd. The crime has made national news and the topic has become a racially tense subject. Collin County investigators told...
Now, when you Google this situation, it doesn't come out. At least not for me. They want to talk about the basketball player, Karmelo Anthony. All right? They don't want to talk about this situation right here. It's weird. It's weird, man. And listen to this, okay? Very carefully. I have 75,000 almost subscribers. I've been covering this case. I went on today with 10 people watching. I don't care anymore about the views. I want to report what I want to report. But it's YouTube's owned by Google. Are you guys oppressing the viewership on this story? That's why you have to look for Nerd Report on Rumble. Nerd Report on Rumble. Okay? It's weird. It's weird. I don't like conspiracy theories, but this one, is this a story I should just report over there on Rumble? Because I can't report on it here? You know what? Here, I'll remind you of this. Free Patreon. We have a free Patreon. Let me just get people over there. Free Patreon. Okay? I'm going to have it. You know what? I'll tell you what. Free. I'm going to leave the Patreon for free for a little bit more. But today you could join for free. Everybody who joins right now has the option to do free. But you know what? I'm going to be changing that. So I'm creating urgency. I'm sorry, folks. I hate to do that because this is very important. If we get taken down, you have Patreon to know what happened. Because I don't think they want us to report on this. Lisa Boo, much love. We need more in the world. Yeah. Well, Lisa Boo, you got Lewis Love, DJ Lewis Love. You better be there tonight. But for the mix show, okay, we have a mix show on. Lewis, it does matter, Wendy, because this is a way I make my living, and if no one comes in, Emily, thank you so much for that. Emily has stepped up. Emily has stepped up, folks. Check this out. Okay. Okay. So Emily has stepped up. Dealing with some stuff right now, folks. So I want more hearts for Emily in the comments, folks. She not only hooked up memberships here. This has been an awful month. Man, thank you so much for the support. Everything really, really counts. Like, Emily, what you sent, literally, like, it's been really slow, really, really helps keep the light on. Keep the light on here. What's up, Shelly? What's up, Tirana? Everybody in here? Buy me a coffee is another good way. So my thing is, I'm worried, folks, that they don't want, well, you know what? I'm not worried about it anymore. It's true. They don't want us to report on this story. It's not on Google. It's very difficult to find on Google, and it's very, I go on here and no one watches. All right, so the judge now has been doxed, and there's an investigation. Leave all these people alone, folks.
Told us court and staff concerned and citizens reported that people are posting the judge's address on social media. Collin County is working with the FBI to monitor any concerning rhetoric or propaganda that could incite violence. I talked to former Dallas County Assistant District Attorney Russell Wilson about this case.
Certain information is publicly available, but judges, individuals in law enforcement do have a statute that allows them to remove some of their information from being publicly available. And so publication of that information with the intent to cause harm or for them to get a threat is a crime in Texas.
Is that kind of something that is probably more prevalent nowadays because we have so much technology at our disposal? I doubt 15, 20 years ago, something like this was something officers investigated often.
I think you've definitely seen an uptick in threats and the publication of private information as it relates to judicial and law enforcement.
Okay. By the way, sending love to sending some nerd love. Shelly, thank you so much for that. Thank you, Shelly. We're going to see each other at Man Monster. Thank you so much. Hearts for you, Shelly, for that support. Shelly, love you. Thank you so much, Shelly, for all these years of support. Can we have some hearts for Shelly? And Emily again steps up. Wow. Amazing. I got extra this month, so I'm paying some. Oh, thank you so much, Emily. Thank you, Emily. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much. But look, I know these are hard times and not everybody can contribute financially. But what I do ask is try to show up and hit the like button. That is like one of the most important things. Hitting the like button and showing up. But the thing is, you have to be unfortunately, you have to be proactive and look for Nerd Report. Search Nerd Report on YouTube. By the way, once again, let me get your hold on. Let me put this on the link right here. Let me get this Patreon, which is 100% free option. You have a free option, you have a paid option and a free option, okay? Use the free option right now. So when you get notified through there when we have videos. Don't come at me and say that I'm just promoting Patreon. The reason I'm doing that is because no one's getting notified. I have on my Man Monster t-shirt. There it is, free Patreon. All right, listen. So the judge is getting doxed, not swatted. And I know this gentleman is very concerned about the judge, but guess what? There are people with no money that don't have option. They don't have the the resources of being protected that are getting screwed like that too. So
Like this was something officers investigated often.
I think you've definitely seen an uptick in threats and the publication of private information.
he's saying the cops are not used to this. But man, I just explained what doxing is and swatting to you all. This entire audience gets it. How come they don't? How come they can't just, if they get a call from a certain address, don't come in there like Rambo? They come in there like Rambo. They do, man. I've seen it. And then they go, oh, sorry, it was a false call. 5 minutes later, there's another false call. They come in like Rambo. A new set of people. Put out the report. If you get a call to this address, it's probably bullshit.
As it relates to judicial and law enforcement officials, not only here in Collin County or in Dallas area, but also nationwide.
Well, since that law enforcement have seen an uptick in threats and the publication of private information as it relates to judicial and law enforcement officials, we don't know how many
And the publication of private.
They do that to YouTubers all the time, man. You guys don't give a shit. Here we are. What is doxing? Doxing is a process of searching and publishing private information about a person with malicious intent. Now, I think the malicious intent needs to be there for it to be criminal. I'm not sure. I'm not a lawyer. I should have just been a lawyer here, man. Have you seen how much support lawyers get on this platform? Is it too late for me? Should I just get my law degree? Guess what? A lot of the lawyers here, they pretty much say what I said, but 3 days after I say it. But they're lawyers, so people watch them more. God dang it. Oh, shit. Let me move this here. It's illegal in Texas, especially when it comes to judges and law enforcement officials. Yeah, dude, I think it should be illegal for everybody, not just in Texas, if there's malicious intent. Especially. What we know, earlier this month, the county, blah, 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 1 million bond. Okay, this is about the lawyer again, the judge, all right? It was $1 million bond for the Metcalf ending. This was given to Karmelo Anthony. She lowered it to $250,000. People were pissed. She happens to be black, so they assume it was because of the color. I'm here to unfortunately burst your bubble. It's not. That may be the norm. You know what? I'm going to look right now, folks. I'm going to do the hard research. I'm going to look for the research. All right. What is the average reduction of bond cost for, I would say, criminal case? I don't know. What is the average? All right, let's see. All right, holy shit. Okay, this is bad. Well, hold on, let me do it again. In Texas, all right? It's in Texas. Let me see, it's a felony. It's got to be a felony. For violent felonies. Okay, I'm going to put for violent. I'm going to ask what the average, you guys probably know it already, for violent felonies in Texas. All right, let's see. Because she reduced it from $1 million to $250,000. All right. Let me see. It's taking forever. What's the average percent for a ending suspect? All right, that's pretty specific. There's one guy, Fury teen ending. Holy shit, check this out, folks. Okay, the reduction, she did do a lot. It's usually, okay, bond is usually, all right, just so you know. Oh my God, thank you, Emily. Just so you know, Emily, thank you for becoming a member, Emily. Just so you know, original bail for ending in Texas is usually $250K to $1 million. So I don't know what they mean by originally, okay? So she reduced it to what originally it was. But check this story out, folks. Are you guys ready for this? Look at this. Look at this. Outrageous. Well, I'm looking at the Sun. I don't know how reliable they are. Outrageous fury as teen ender suspect Stephen Martin Morrison is freed after judge reduces bond from $800K to just $200. Are you guys looking at this? Teen ender suspect Stephen Martin Morrison has been freed after judge reduces his bond from nearly $1 million to just $200, sparking fury. The 19-year-old is accused of ending a 20-year-old. Got to be careful with bad words. Morrison was released from He was booked on November 6th last year, charged with the ending. Oh my God, this is pretty. Wow, this is no one has reported this, man. No one has reported this. I just found this. First time if you guys are watching this case. So the shit's not even that rare. It's not even that rare. Police Association president has slammed the minimal punishment, claiming it was not enough. This is. I'm going to look into this, man. So from what I understand here, and I'm going to go over it again, I don't know. Disclaimer, do your own research. A lot of people are upset that Karmelo Anthony's bond was reduced from $1 million to just $250,000. This went from $800K to $200K. Am I reading that wrong? Yes or no? Let me know in the comments. I'm asking for a friend. And it's also Texas. Reduced again. Oh my God. Hold on. Let me see if I get some coverage on this. This is crazy. What's up, Karen? The Karen show in the house. Is this a crazy situation, folks, or what? In case you're wondering, I'm actually, that's LA behind me. Karen Bass is somewhere there. She's right there. This is City Hall. I don't know if she's there, but yeah, this is a real background. All right, let's see what this is about. Let's get some investigation. So,
AG Pam Bondi.
Wow, this is okay. Here we go. Curly Frieden. Okay, ABC Austin.
Fishing.
Could you guys hear this?
He loved the outdoors. He loved fishing.
The aunt of Kashawn Cage says pictures and videos are all they have left to remember the 20-year-old murder victim.
This is all that my sister has. And it's just not fair.
19-year-old Stefan Morrison was arrested last October, accused of shooting and killing Cage in Southeast Austin. In Texas, the state has 90 days after the date of arrest to indict a person for a felony. If the district attorney's office has not presented a case to the grand jury and the suspect is still being held in jail, he must be released on a reduced bond that he's able to afford. In this case, the bond dropped from $800,000 to $200.
It looks like a black on black crime. The reduction was, you could say that, I'm not even going to go there, man. There's a lot of shit you could unpack here. You could make your own narrative, all right? Is this crazy or what? Let me know in the comments. Is this crazy? So everybody, a lot of people are upset that the judge reduced Karmelo Anthony's bond 25% of the initial asking price, which was $1 million, $250,000. This one went from $800,000 to just $200. Folks, what is that even percentage? Like 1? Yeah, Wendy, do some research and come back with this. This is nuts. This is nuts from what I'm looking at here, right, Heather? Whatever. Bail and bonds the same? I'm so confused here. I don't know, man. I should just retire.
$100 for the murder charge and $100 for the allegation of tampering with evidence.
I don't feel like they should be released on any bond, but especially not a $200 bond.
Kashawn Cage's aunt talked with me this afternoon. She does not want her name used or her face shown. She says her family fears for their safety now that Stefan Morrison was released from jail on the reduced bond.
I've lost confidence in the system, and I just don't feel that I can confidently say that they are doing everything in their power to keep people like this behind bars.
Morrison is required to wear a GPS monitor, remain under house arrest, and not contact the family of the victim or potential witnesses. The victim's family says those conditions of the bond reduction are not enough.
Absolutely, we are fearful. I don't know that there's anything that we can do to reverse him being released. I think that unfortunately we're past that due to the ball being dropped by our DA.
Thank you for watching. Please hit the subscribe button and get the latest news by downloading the CBS Austin News app.
Why is this relevant? Because this is like, it seems to be a pattern in Texas. Okay. No report. I have a subscription, but you may be able to access. I can't see it though. I can't see it. The link, I don't have a hyperlink to it, unfortunately. So that's why people are pissed, because they see like So many weird scenarios, right? Here we have the dad getting swatted. We got the judge being doxed. More on that. The dad being doxed. It's just, and then there's this video of Karmelo was released. I don't know why they put music behind it, but anyways, there's video of Karmelo out there from 2025. Right? Now, okay, dude, I've actually seen I've seen fake videos of fights. And they're claiming it's Carmelo Anthony. And it's, come on, guys. Again, there's actually video. People are trying to trick viewers into thinking it's Karmelo or Austin Metcalf. It's ridiculous. This is nationwide issue. Everyone says California, not only one with bizarre policies. Yeah, there's bizarre shit here, man. So a lot of shit, especially on stuff on Twitch, is fake news, guys. So be careful. There's this too.
Of Carmelo Anthony, who was just interviewed on TV about the breaking news. There was a classmate of Carmelo Anthony who was just interviewed on TV about the incident. Watch.
One girl that we spoke with knew Anthony pretty well, that she says, and told us this.
I'm in shock because it's like, I wouldn't expect that from him. I only know him fighting and stuff, like, you know, but to take someone's life is just like a different life.
So as you see, she just said that she only knows Carmelo Anthony as like a fighter. So he probably does have violent tendencies. But this is all we have about any person who really knows Carmelo Anthony speaking up about him, and the first one that we see is kind of negative. Make sure you guys follow me, because any leak or update about this case, I will be sharing it for you guys, because you guys are so interested and engaging with my content so much that I want to continue.
All right, so TikTokers are in on it. We saw the dad trash the protect white Americans. Cat says, as someone who knows ex-cons and black and brown life is worth less in the court system, especially in Texas where I live. Well, what about them? I don't know, man. Like, they are slamming. Look, from here, it looks like Carmelo Anthony's getting a lot of support. All right. And he's black. So Carmelo's going to get life. It looks like he's going to get $1 million, actually, on the GoFundMe. I don't know, man. If they're able to do I appreciate Cat. I appreciate the thing, but listen, this is what I'm going to say. I went to Texas with all the Californians claiming they fucking eat people there, like the hillbillies. And as soon as I got out of the plane, and I'm kind of brown, you know, I was greeted so well by everybody there. They were so nice. You know what I mean? So there's a lot of bullshit news that about this with this story attached to it that I'm gonna get into it. Hopefully, I don't know, man. Like again, the algorithm is not liking what we're doing here. All right, the algorithm is not liking what we're doing here. So, anywho, folks, I'm gonna end this video right now. It's been like an hour. I want to thank all the supporters, and we'll be back tomorrow for sure. Maybe we'll have more on this, or who knows? Maybe there'll be a car chase. Okay, you guys want some more car chases? Those are kind of cool. But we will talk later. Nerd out.